Lai minta makan, kesian. Okay, they are having lunch under the sun. Having lunch under the sun, while our friends here are hiding under the shadow. Hiding under the shadow.
Nak makan dulu si dia, dia pulang makan dia.
Itu kucing tu.
Kucing pula minta makan. Dia orang punya culture dia tak kasi makan kita tambah hati.
Tidur ke kucing ni?
Apa kat atas? Ramai juga tim Singapore. Quite a number of us from Singapore.
Paintings inside of the monasteries, and we can explain more. Now on your left hand again and up, we can see a small part of the Varla monastery that we will visit in few minutes. And straight we can see the Rusanu nunnery. From this part, if you look carefully on your right hand, we can see a big rock. On the root of this rock we have a big cave with some wooden roofs inside. After the turn here, after the corner, we can see better this area. This big cave used the first years like a place for punishment, like a prison for the monks. We can see it better after this part. It's back of the trees. If you look now carefully, after these trees, you can see it from here. Can you see the big cave with the wooden roofs inside? All the monasteries have some rules. When some of the monks or the nuns break the rules, the abbot, the leader of the monastery, sent him or her over there in this cave. They live over there about 2 or 3 days and pray alone. This was the punishment for the monks the first years. Every spring and every autumn we have in all this place a lot of climbers and a lot of people that make different sports, like cycling, they walk on the paths, and of course they climbing on the rocks. There are local teams that help the tourists to climbing with all the technology, and sometimes from the April and May we can see a lot of people on the top of the rocks with the ropes, and they can climb like this way. With the same way climbing the first monks on the rocks. The first years, from 14th century, we had only wooden ladders in each of these rocks, and the monks used these wooden ladders and climbing on the top. Also, they used a rope with a basket or with a net on the end of this rope, and with this way they took all the materials that they want to build something on the top of the rocks, and of course they used the same basket like an old elevator to climbing on the upper place of the rocks. We have in all this area, in all the monasteries here, the steps only after 1920 and 1930, and the first roads built in 1950, 1955. Before they had only paths and the wooden ladders. This monastery that we can see right now on our right hand, and this rock, is the rock of Rusano, the monastery of St. Barbara. And left, we can see better the monastery of Varlam. All the monasteries have a typical architecture style. We can see in the middle of the monastery the main church. Around of the main church we have the rooms, the cells for the monks, the refectory room that they eat all together, and the kitchen. We can understand it better on the first monastery that we will visit. We can see all these buildings around the main church. From here left we can see the Varlam, down, and back we can see a small part of Grand Meteora. I told you before that the first church on the rock of Varlam built in 14th century.
Your mother-in-law call you. Okay, we are taking now about 100 steps up to the, I don't know where they are taking us. Most probably Meteora. It's gonna be dark. Yeah, Meteora thrones. We are following that flower there. She's our leader, tour leader. Boleh tidur sih, panas-panas. It's quite cooling.
No, like this step.
Steps, yeah? You have steps. Okay, ada tangga. Step, okay.
It's very cool. Pelan-pelan lah, pelan-pelan lah. Tak naik macam rugi pula.
16 of us, yeah.
16, yes.
Plus 3, 19.
You can follow the flower or you follow the camera.
Yes, let's go together with the symbols.
Look at the road. What is it there?
Well, from here we can see the Rusano nunnery. It's this one in the middle of the place, Meteora. Here we have Meteora monastery.
So many.
The highest.
Many, yeah. Few monastery.
In this part there,
Oh, this one here.
you can see the building of a tower. From this way they took all the materials the first years with the rope and the net.
This
And
rope?
a small basket. Yes, from down, from this way,
Uh-huh.
they use this tower and
This
took
is
all the
electricity
materials. Now they use the same way of electricity. And the baskets, the barrels, big barrels and take again the materials to use what they want to use to build something in the upper place. Something useful nowadays. But of course nowadays they use the electricity. Building upstairs, you can understand it better.
Oh, dahsyat sini.
Okay.
We are just down this rock here. Now we are crossing using this bridge, wooden bridge, to cross a deep valley. Can you see how deep it is? I dare not put my head out. Mother. There we just came from there. Look at that. Look at that rock standing there. If you are tired, you can sleep here for a while.
Okay. Okay.
I gotta put on my jacket. Right hand drive.
Kita relax lah. Macam mana turun this way? I think same.
Itu dah mau turun sini.
Dia cakap, you pergi mana? Tak boleh. Mama. Apa? Yang dulu. Mama tak boleh, Mama jangan lupa.
We are going up the 100 steps to the first monastery that we're gonna visit today. We go from there. Just a few more steps. We have done 50 steps.
The best is.
Okay, I made it. I made it another 20 steps.
Dah sampai.
Okay, lagi 10 kat tangga je. Oh, tak nampak sih.
Dan.
Ui, tak nampak. Curam sih. Curam.
Dan.
That's ticket.
Yes, ticket.
Oh, ticket.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
The tickets. Also to you.
This is the ticket.
One more time.
Okay, good.
Okay. Is there any lift maybe?